Next time you're being unfairly treated by a boss, by a spouse, by a parent, by a pastor, you are being set up for a blessing. God is setting you up to be blessed if you handle it correctly. And the correct way to handle it is Jesus is our example. Okay? And if you go to all the Gospels, you'll find out he's being insulted, he's being threatened, he is being lied about, false testimony, and yet he keeps his mouth shut. And he commits his case into the hands of God. I want to end this with a story.
Well, can I just say one quick thing? Because obviously there's so much on today.
Can I end with this story and then you say this thing?
Well,
can you remember?
Yes, I can remember, of course.
All right. So I'll never forget this story as long as I live. A pastor friend of mine preached out of these very verses. After the service, he had a big 5,000 member church. A man came up to him and he said, I'm black. I was in line to become vice president in my corporation. He said, the position came open. They gave it to another man and they gave it to him for one reason. He's white. I'm black.
Yeah.
He said, now I have legal proceedings that I'm getting ready to start this week, but after what you just preached this morning, you have completely messed me up.
Yeah.
And this is what my friend said to him, and he was so wise. He said, do you want to do this God's way or you want to do it your way? Yeah, you can start your legal proceedings. You'll have an angst in your spirit. You may even win those legal proceedings. Or do you want to do this God's way? Do you want Jesus to be your example? He said, Pastor, the reason I'm standing in front of you is I want to do it God's way, but I need help. Would you please pray with me? So they prayed together. So you know what this man did? The next day, he walks in to the guy that got his promotion. Everybody in his department knew that he was supposed to get it, but this guy from the other department got right. He walks in, he says, I just want to be the first one here to congratulate you, and I want you to know I'm going to be your best worker. So several months go by, several months, because God's deliverance, his blessing always comes, but it's usually later than we expect. All of a sudden, after many months, a company approaches him who is a much larger insurance company than the one he's working at. And they said, hey, we've been watching you. We watch the way you treat your clients. We've seen things. Some of our leaders have seen this. We want to talk to you about coming to work for us. He said, I'm not interested. I've been at this company for years. I have my clients built up. I'm not going to start all over again at my age. No, I'm not doing this. They said, look, would you just give us a lunch? Can we just talk to you over a lunch? And he said, you're wasting your time. I'm not leaving this company. He said, I have too many years invested in it. I'm just not leaving. So they go to lunch and they go, hey, we want to hire you. He said, I told you on the phone, you're wasting your time. They said, look, this is what we want you to do. We figure you would say that. We want you to go home and take a week, talk to your wife about what you want us to pay you. And then let's have lunch one more time next week and you tell us whatever you want us to pay you. So he goes home. He's so unmotivated. He doesn't even talk to his wife about it until the night before the lunch, a week later. He says, I don't want it. I'm too old. I've been with this company for too many years. I built up my clients, on and on and on. Yeah. He says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to think of a salary that is absolutely ridiculous. When they see the salary I think up, they'll laugh me out of the lunch. So he types out what he wants to make. He thinks of this ridiculous salary, right? So he goes to lunch and they start the lunch, this other company. They go, did you talk to your wife this week about, the salary you want us to pay you? And he said, yes, I actually did. And he starts reaching in his lapel pocket, because he's got a coat on, a suit on. He starts pulling out the letter he wrote with the ridiculous salary. And they go, no. We don't want to see what you want us to pay you. We want to first show you what we want to pay you. They slide this letter across. He picks up this letter. They want to pay him 4 times what he had written down on his ridiculous salary. 4 times. And he's so shocked, he doesn't say anything, and they think that his shock
he's not approving.
is that he doesn't like it. So they upped it even more while he's quiet.
Yeah.
And they added more benefits. And he said, gentlemen, he said, I'm a Christian. I just want to go home and pray with my wife about this. They said, fine. Well, he goes home, and you know what? When they pray together, you know what God speaks to his heart? He said, you put your case in my hands. This is my vengeance. take the job. It's my will. And you know that man doesn't work in Dallas, last I heard. Last I heard, he got promoted to their world headquarters and is one of the top men in this massive corporation. Now, he had legal proceedings he could have started on. He would have had an angst in his spirit. He might have gotten his promotion in that smaller company. He might have won.
Or getting some
But he never would have been where he is today. And that's why I'm saying that it's much better when God defends us than when we defend ourselves. Now,